Hello everyone and welcome to another live session on the YouTube channel of Badminton Association of India. This is day 2 review. Not as exciting as day 1 because yesterday we were still catching our breath when we came in to discuss Ayush Shetty's win against Shiuchi, the world number 1. But yeah, that was bound to happen. But still, 3 good wins to talk about, and like we promised you in the morning, we have managed to get another guest today for our show at the very last minute, and he's been very kind to join us. Coach Arun Vishnu is here with us. A lot of you will know him from the time he's been sitting behind Treesa-Gayatri and Gayatri Gopichand as the women's doubles coach. Now today he is here with Simran Singhi and Kavipriya Selvam, the debutants. Thank you so much, coach, for agreeing to do this. I know I just dragged you right away from outside to join us. Very kind of you to do this. And of course, we have Vijit Kulkarni, senior journalist and author. We'll start with you, coach. First of all, the match that you sat for, Simran and Kavipriya. The first game was kind of difficult. I mean, there were a few long rallies, but the second game they fought, but it was a difficult sort of afternoon for them. Was that to do with the conditions or just the Stoeva sisters were better on the day?
I think Simran and Kavi didn't start well, first thing. They played good rallies, but they were not able to finish the shuttle. I think second game, the score was around 13-12. They had a good chance. They were playing well till that time. And again, good rallies, but when we are giving points in maybe within 5 strokes.
Right.
And that is hurting us. And also, I think they have to physically become even stronger to do well against the top 10 players.
That's kind of the challenge with women's doubles, right? I mean, we've spoken about this in the past in the context of Trisa and Gayatri, but women's doubles within the 5 disciplines of badminton, it's almost like another sport, if you could say that, right? I mean, it's so much about endurance, so much about patience, and it's not exactly similar to the other 4 disciplines in a lot of ways. So just talk to us about the challenges of dealing with that.
So women doubles, I think first though, they have to be strong.
Right.
If you have a good smash, you need a good smash. You need to be running around the court. So your endurance has to be really good.
Right.
And good defense. These 3 things, if you have, then you can play decent women doubles.
Right.
And if you see today's match also, I think Soga sisters were physically more better than Kavi and Simran. So that part, Kavi and Simran has to improve. Otherwise, rally-wise, they are able to match.
Right.
When defense-wise and attack-wise, also they were doing decently well in good pace.
Right.
So that thing is there. Having said that, they have to. I personally being today, what I saw, they can play well.
Sure.
They have to improve their strength part.
Just both of them came just about a year back to you, right? They were playing separately. So, in that sense, they made their partnership and they came together,
Yes.
and then came to you.
Yes.
As a coach, how, when somebody who has already played for a couple of years and then come and then start working, is it difficult as a coach also to start making those adjustments with them? Because a set pair is different. When
they started almost 1.5 years back, and Simran is having a good smash. Kavi is can play really well at the net. So their partnership complements each other. Just that they are playing together now for just 1 year. In 1 year, they were able to qualify for World Championship, and Asian Games itself is a great thing for them. They need some good win to maybe pull off some good top 30 pairs. If they can beat, it will give good confidence to them.
That's exactly actually what, when we spoke to them a couple of days back, that is the exact same thing that they said. We've been getting close to these wins. I mean, we now believe that we can compete with these players in the top 20, 30, but it's a matter of finding so that awareness is there, especially that is
I think that is the difference probably in any of the experienced or top players and the next batch. I think most of them can match them at till 13 all, 14 all, even 15 all, 16 all. But it's those last 4 points where that experience or that confidence to turn things, tactically also change certain things,
right,
and keep your head is what I think makes the top players different from the others.
Right.
Because otherwise everybody is working hard, everybody is fit, everybody knows what to do. But at that 60 lawn moment, probably it's the mental switch where the top players just change gears or change a tactic and catches everybody.
Yeah, you have to have that daring to take risk at that moment. Few of them they just try to play safe. So trying to play safe won't get you point. So whoever is taking that risk will have the good chance of taking point.
And that was the women's doubles match that didn't end in a win, but there was one match where India did win in women's doubles, and it's actually very interesting to have you here for this, because now you're able to give us some insights about Treesa and Gayatri as a neutral, perhaps, like you're not sitting behind them, but you're a neutral observer from far. First of all, were you able to catch up with them today?
Yeah. Today, I've met them, and congrats to them for winning Arjuna Award also. I wish them.
Yeah.
I think they, in the first match also and today's match also, they were in total control. And both the pair, I would say, were not bad.
Right.
They both were decent pairs. And the USA pair had some good wins recently.
Yeah.
So, from starting till end, Gayatri Trisa was in total control. So, if they keep this momentum, they have a good chance to win a medal here in World Championship.
Interesting.
It looked like last 2 days I've been seeing. It looked like Trisa has slimmed down, whereas Gayatri has put on some muscle, and that was showing because Gayatri was willing to come back in the rotation. Hit normally a year back, Gayatri would have hit one smash, two smash, and quickly moved in. But now she's willing to stay back. That's a big difference. But the net game was still there. She was attacking the net. I think that still stays, but. Gayatri hitting from back and giving Trisa more options probably makes it a more balanced pair now.
Sometimes when Gayatri is behind, we are in little more control of things.
Okay.
Trisa sometimes go like really full paced.
Right.
Gayatri controls the pace from behind.
Right.
So sometimes when we need to control the pace, it's good to have Gayatri behind.
Right. And the combinations bit that you just mentioned, this is something that I managed to ask just before Gayatri left the mix zone, talking to the reporters, and it's something that they've been working on. Clearly, just making sure that they're not, I guess in a way, predictable, because people who have watched them will know that Gayatri's strength is at the net, Trisa's strength is smashes. She's also added that slow drop to her game, but still she's more of a backcourt player. But to have that sort of rotation, that's something that Satvik and Chirag do really well as well, right? Both of them can play front and back, so that's sort of probably part of the evolution as well. Watching them from slightly like a removed perspective, sort of, they've not had the greatest of years, but what I thought after these two matches is it's kind of, they're showing glimpses of where they got, like when you were with them, among the top 10 players in the world. The glimpses are there, like when they are at it, they play like a top 10 pair. Yeah. Is it fair to say?
Absolutely. Today also they were showing that quality on court, and next match they are playing against, I think, hopefully Japan.
Right.
I think they can win against Japanese player. The way they are playing, I think if they only thing they were not able to play many tournaments last 1 year because of injuries. If they stay fit, take care of their body, they should be doing well in Asian Games also, not only in World Championships. They are coming Asian Games also.
Right. Yeah. Abhijit, anything else you want to ask Arun about his stint as a coach by himself?
So probably yes, I want to know, like he was there at the national camp for a long time, taking care of the cream of Indian badminton in a sense. Now he has taken that leap of faith and is looking to produce the next generation of doubles players. Though I need to point this out, and not many would know, that Trisa moving from singles to doubles, or somebody, not many would know, till the last Asian Games we had a player called Rituparna Panda, who within a year of making the transition from Odisha to coming to the national camp made it to the Asian Games, and those were Arun's finds. So I'm very happy personally that he's now going to the grassroots level and building those players. So in that sense, yes, but yeah, is the different field to start working out of the national camp and starting your own center?
Obviously it is little different only, because in national camp many things are taking care, like the shuttles and other support staff, all the things are taking care. So when I started my place, I think I have limitation with the shuttles. Only thing with the shuttles, otherwise support staff is there, they are there to take care. And I am working with the under 13 players also. which I enjoy. So early morning 4:45 till 7 I work with them. Then so that's how it goes. So I'm happy to help them also. So hopefully in the coming years I will be able to produce some good players.
Just a little bit on the decision as well. I mean, we've not spoken about that in a while. Since we have you here, it's a great opportunity to ask you about it. What prompted you to think, right, let's do something on our own? You're not doing it alone, of course. So tell us a little bit about that. What prompted?
So maybe before Olympics, maybe 4 years or two and a half or 4 years, I was traveling with the team continuously. So I had my wife and son who are alone at home. So it's just not my sacrifice; it's their sacrifice also, because Andoji, my wife Andoji, was taking care of my son, and it's not easy to be alone and taking care of. So that is, and we were expecting our second child. So we thought we need to start something on our own, so that we spend time with the academy, our academy, and with the kids, so with the family also. So that was the idea.
Yeah, and how's it been? Like, what are the challenges, would you say, of doing this compared to the? I mean, you briefly mentioned
one thing is the shuttles.
Yeah.
Financial thing, shuttle costs are going high.
Yeah.
So when I started, one barrel of TR shuttle was 2,300 something. Now it's around 3,000. So prices are going high. There is one challenge.
The reason I asked that was, how is it different to handle, of course, like a Treesa-Gayatri and whatever the other levels where you are working, they're at a level, right? Under 13, completely different challenge. So what changes do you have to do your coaching style, for example? Did you have to like dig deep and like find different styles, different personality?
More than players, it's about the parents.
Okay.
So in national camp, we don't have to deal with the parents. So in the academy, we need to deal with the parents. We have to educate the parents. So players are fine; they're doing well. They have that patience. We can teach them, but expectation of the parents are like too high. They need result in 2-3 months, which is not possible. It is a journey. They are learning. Under 13 players are just developing to do well in under 17 or under 19. So they need to have that patience. So only thing is that we have to educate the parents. That you need to be patient with the kids. And winning is losing is okay. Just need to support them. I always tell them, you're at least compared to other kids, your kid is waking up morning 4:45, coming here training, then he is going to school, and again evening he is coming back, spending 1.5 hour again. So that itself, he is not wasting his time. Yes. So you should be about that. Don't think about the result.
That's probably the most hardest part. Yes. This is something that we keep talking about. Abhijit has his share of experiences as well in that regard.
And what kind of support? Like just a bit about association. Like now you have moved to Maharashtra Badminton Association or Badminton Association of India. What kind of support or what kind of a role do you think these associations are now playing in terms of development of the badminton players?
I think to a number of tournaments, I think Maharashtra, there are a number of tournaments are high, especially in Nagpur district, and I think 3-4 district tournaments happen. Then state, around 4 seniors, there are 3 states, and apart from then Vidarbha level tournaments also happen. So number of tournaments are there, good exposure for all the players there. That is really good. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't have any complaints to say about the association. Even BI is doing really well. This tournament has been conducted really well. Venue is good. So all things are, I think, looking good. Even when our players are playing well, we just need to get some medals here. The way Ayush is playing, Gayatri Trisa is playing, Sindhu is playing, I think we can expect medals.
You mentioned those 3. I'll come to you with
Lakshya
another double. Lakshya, but
obviously.
You're now a doubles expert today.
They just didn't start yet.
Right. Since you're the doubles expert, I mean, you might have been working with women's doubles pairs, but men's doubles is where I guess your heart is, fair to say. But so your thoughts on Satvik Chirag? Of course, they won 2 medals already at the World Championships. Both times they felt like, I mean, they've been on record saying that we could have gone further, right? This time at home, they have the chance, but I guess it comes down to how ready they are. Like, what's your thought on?
So I think if they don't have any individuals, they should be able to do well. With the crowd support, I am 100% sure that they will be more motivated to do, and they will get that push from the crowd, and they will definitely do well. I know their character; they are always like, if they get that crowd support cheering, then they are all at their best.
It kind of flicks a switch on.
Yes, definitely.
Also, a word about Arjun and Hari, because Arjun is somebody you saw during your playing days also. Hari probably is a new, but something that is really good now is to see two pairs doing really well. Because I think Thomas Uber Cup we won. That time we had one pair only, but now this gives you more confidence that India has a better chance winning all these team championship, men's team championship with 3 good singles players and 2 doubles pairs. And I think after a long time we again have 2 pairs. Like it was you and then Akshay playing together. Probably that time we had 2 pairs, but then suddenly one pair was too far ahead. The second pair no. So in that sense, how do you look at men's doubles shaping up in India now?
I think Arjun and Hari is doing really well. Hari, he is not as experienced as Arjun, but the way he is playing, he is showing that he is at that level. So I have seen him in practice also. He is really hardworking, down to earth. And if Arjun can stay injury free, I think last few tournaments has been good for him. So if he can stay injury free, I think they both will also do well. And they are daily practicing with together with Satvik and Chiran, and definitely that will help them.
This is something that I wanted to ask you away from the World Championships. Doubles depth, right? I mean, it's something that we've been talking about for maybe like from your playing days, so to speak. Satvik Chirag came and changed a lot of things, but one of the things that even Gopi sir keeps talking about is like convincing kids early to specialize in doubles. Now that you're working with younger kids and dealing with parents, like you said, are you seeing a little more interest at that level in, they're not just like thinking about singles. Are you seeing sort of that change?
Yeah, I would say with the seniors also few players have, few parents and few players, I had to convince them that you shift from single to double because you will get a better result in doubles. Right. Starting they were not ready to do that. Then I told them, so it's okay, you play singles and doubles, both, not just singles. And then slowly, but practice will only be doubles. Okay. You play in tournament, you play singles and doubles. Okay. So slowly after 2-3 months, when she only realized that she's getting the result, and then she only stopped playing singles. Now she is playing doubles and mixed doubles.
What is I think in your opinion, the ideal age for that to happen? Is there an ideal age? I mean, you want them...
Women's can play singles because that's playing singles will help them to cover the court well. Right. Okay. So maybe under 17 last year or under 19 first year should be fine to shift to doubles. So
early specialization till 17 and 19 they can continue playing both. Yes. That's not an issue, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
especially for the girls, they need to cover the court. So if they stop playing singles early, maybe I've seen few players who are not able to cover the court.
Okay. So it's till then it's fine.
Yes. That's if you look at Gayatri, Trisa also under 19 only they shifted to.
And Gayatri played singles for a long
both,
time.
Even Trisa used to play.
Yeah, Trisa used to play singles as well. Since we have you as the expert for today, let's quickly talk about Lakshya. I'm not sure if you managed to catch any of the matches.
I was not able to watch.
Okay, but just talking about the men's singles field, we've been mentioning like Ayush yesterday beating Shiyuchi, today Lakshya winning, but he has tougher tests ahead. But men's singles seems like the most interesting of all 5 disciplines at the moment. What are your thoughts on what from you've been able to watch? How do you think?
I saw the Ayush match. I think winning against Shiyuki was great.
Right.
So few smashes, the way he was hitting, it is not even landing in the side, it's almost landing in front of them. So it's looking good for India. Yeah. So even Lakshya and Ayush both have a chance. They can beat anybody with the home support. They can beat anyone.
Right. Let's quickly take a look at. We planned for this to be a very short show. Let's quickly take a look at the first 2 games, or the only 2 games that Trisa and Gayatri played. Quickly, your thoughts on the sort of control that they showed in the first game. They didn't trail at any point. They just started leading and then.
From starting to end, they were in total control.
And that was like important to start well, right?
Yes,
not let the Americans.
And the last win, and this will definitely give a good momentum going into the next round against the Japanese.
So I don't know. Means what really stands out for Trisa and Gayatri. Probably if we have also seen Ajwala Ashwini play, and now Treesa-Gayatri. If you see a lot of European players or even the Chinese, that same flat, fast toss hit. But Treesa-Gayatri can mix a lot. They have those soft strokes.
Variations.
They have soft strokes. They can slow down the pace. they can suddenly play deception, something that Jwala did brilliantly when she was at her peak. So that is what makes them a very interesting pair. Like they are not playing the traditional doubles.
They are not just playing the plain game.
Yeah, that drive, push, keep. They are mixing it up, and that's when they are in a flow. No, it's fun to watch them because they mix it up so well.
Yeah. And Trisa's smashes have always been great, but that slow drop, they remind me a lot of Tina and Pearly in some ways, because Pearly also tries multiple variants. Like she can go smash, she can drop, and they've also played quite a few times. Like those two women's doubles pairs are probably different from. So just about like those variations that you just mentioned, how did that?
With Trisa, that smash action drop. So in the beginning when she learned, she was making a lot of mistake in the drop. She used to try, she used to try in the matches. It's okay to make mistake in matches also. If you don't try, then you are not going to learn. So I think now she has become more consistent with those drops.
Right. And it's become a proper a weapon, right? I mean, it makes
Is there a story why she started doing that, or how did she learn? Because not many girls play that. Like
I used to do when I play.
She basically picked it from you.
Yeah.
Well, I have seen him do that. That is why I asked him how did she, whether he taught her or she just wanted to do what.
No, I was feeding her, so she learned from that only.
Yeah. So you kept doing that, and she's like, okay.
Yeah.
Ye chahiye hamare.
So she gets good points with that, and that also now the way Trisa goes for attack. No, she is like.
Yeah.
Then opponent will stay one step back. Then they won't expect that drop.
Yeah. And that's what it makes both the shots equally effective.
Yeah.
So we saw both the games there for Treesa-Gayatri. That's I think the headliner of the day, as we were talking about. More matches coming tomorrow. Just before we quickly wrap up this show, the biggest result of the day, Abhijit, do you want to go there? Men's singles continues to provide us the entertainment.
Yes, in a way, on paper, Krzysztof Popov losing to Kento Nishimoto is an upset. But the way things are shaping up in men's singles, nobody looked at it as an upset. Even Krzysztof Popov was like, okay, he played well today, and he won. Like on the main points, he played better than me.
Yeah.
But otherwise, there was hardly anything to be upset about. The only thing probably he said was, maybe I would have liked a slightly easier opponent early on. Get used to the conditions, because the conditions are slightly tricky. Which I think Lakshya also faced.
Yeah.
First game, it was completely getting used to the conditions that Lakshya needed, and the Australian Colin got the first game. But once Lakshya found his rhythm, it was a cakewalk for him. Probably if it was an easier opponent, the same would have happened with Popov, but unluckily he came across a equally strong opponent.
That's I think part of what the field is in like men's doubles, right? We had Brian Yang versus Loken Yu, again two really good players going in the first round. Yushi Tanaka and Weng Hongyang yesterday. You can't really call that an upset because Yushi Tanaka is one of the form players recently, and then he runs into a seed in the opening round and the seed is gone. So yeah, men's singles has certainly thrown up all sorts of results so far, which makes it all the more interesting. As you said, both Lakshya and Ayush are still there. One round later, much tougher tests await. Both of them have relatively easy second round opponents as well. So the draw has been kind in that sense. But then the third round is going to be very, very tricky for both of them, with Ayush projected to meet Alvi Farhan and Lakshya projected to meet.
I think their junior days rivals would be their top 16 opponents. Both of them.
Exactly, right? Yeah,
both of them.
Yeah. Ayush and Alvi are from the same junior batch. Lakshya and Kullawa are from the same junior batch. So it's going to get interesting as we go on. And of course, Wednesday we'll also have Satvik Chirag in action. We've not seen them yet. So Dhruv Tanisha are also someone we've not seen yet because they were both seeded, got first round buys. So more of that, like we'll preview tomorrow morning as well. But this was meant to be like when we came in, we were like, let's just quickly go through the matches, wrap it all up, and 10 minutes we're done. And then we ran into Coach Arun sir, who was very kind to come in and share his insights. And I really enjoyed listening to him talk about Gayatri and Trisa as well. Someone who he keeps tabs with still, and I think forever, right? I mean, you're going to be following them as long as they're playing. They're very close to your heart. I know that. So thanks a lot, Coach, and thank you, Abhijit, for this session. Do you tune in? And for tomorrow morning, we'll have a preview, and let's see how the day pans out. Thank you so much.